Hi everyone, it's Jilly here with a midweek video for you showing you how to make these very simple alcohol ink pendants. And they're simple because you don't need pendant trays, you don't need bezels, all you need is 1mm chipboard and some alcohol inks. In the tutorial, I show you exactly how I built the alcohol ink painting drip by drip, and if you want to have a copy of this painting to use in your crafts, I'm giving away a free printable over on my website, which is www.funcraftstodoathome.com. To get started, you need to take one sheet of 1mm chipboard and cover one side with PVA glue and let it dry. You can click the information card to go to a video where I demonstrate how to do this if you're not sure what I mean. You must wear rubber gloves when you're using alcohol ink, and you must have the window open or a vapor mask on. For this video I have used my Lamino inks, and as usual I'm using my Giotto air blower to move the ink around. So the thing you need to keep in mind with this, just the same way as when we were making earrings, you're not creating a painting here, you're creating something that you can cut up and focus on tiny areas, in this case to make your pendants with. So I'm going to be making different colour schemes in different parts of this. So if we were doing a painting, obviously we wouldn't do that. We would try and make sure it was more kind of uniform. But because this chipboard, when it's finished being painted, is going to become a resource to cut up to create pendants, you could also use it for earrings. And what we're looking for is areas of interest that we can lay our pendant templates over and decide where we're going to cut the lines to create the pendant. So when you're pushing the ink around with the blower and when you're choosing your colours, just bear in mind that you need to create interest, and that is quite often where colours change, where there's hard lines or even soft lines. You need to keep that in mind the whole time that you are creating your painting, is what you can do to create areas of interest and contrast that are going to look good as pendants or maybe earrings. And for those of you that don't want to actually buy any alcohol inks or use the alcohol inks, I am giving this finished painting away as a free printable, so that if you want to, you can just print it off and make pendants from my design. I use white a lot in these designs if I want to lighten an area up, if I think it's got too muddy, too dark. And if you drop the ink on while it's still sort of semi-wet, while the painting is still semi-wet, it does produce some rather nice effects. So there is my finished painting, and the next step is, after it's dried, is going to be me using my pendant template to lay over the top to see which parts I want to cut out to make my pendant. See that gorgeous sheen that you get with the gold mixative? You can't really appreciate it until it's dry. So this is my pendant template, and if you want to buy one of these, I am going to be putting it in my Etsy shop soon. It's not in there yet. I promise I will let you know when my earring templates and my pendant templates are actually in my shop. It'll be any day now. So this is the fun part, when where you look through the template to see which parts you want to cut to make your pendants or your earrings. And when you've decided, use either a sharp hard pencil, don't use soft pencil, otherwise it will go, it will smudge all over your painting. I suggest you use a very fine line black felt tip actually, so that you can see the lines more clearly. And then you just simply cut the chipboard out with scissors. You need 2 designs per pendant because you're going to stick them together back to back. And when I stick mine together, I actually use a glue stick. I use Pritt Stick, but you can use any solid glue stick. I do this because it's quicker and it's cleaner. You can make loads of pendants in a very short time using the Pritt Stick. You might want to put them underneath a very heavy book while they dry. I didn't do that with mine because I was busy trying to get the video finished. And then of course you need to deal with the edges, which is still the colour of the chipboard. But if you've watched my other videos, you'll know how we deal with that one. So I'm now cutting out the irregular shaped pendant, and don't forget when you do the other side of this, you need to flip the template over, otherwise they won't match. There's that gorgeous gold again. See, you need to do one way and then the other one needs to be flipped. Okay? Obviously you need to do that with any irregular design. The rectangle is fine, of course. Using the template just ensures that your 2 separate pieces are going to fit. I quite like the blue and gold here for the rectangular pendant. And there's the 3, I actually made 4 in the end, but there's 3 of them ready to be glued together. The edges need to be coloured with the relevant colour Sharpie. Makes such a difference, it just finishes them off nicely. It looks much better when it's been coloured. Just make sure that they are completely sealed together. As I said, you probably need to put them under a heavy book. So there's mine stuck together and the edges have been coloured. So all that remains now is I need to punch the holes, and as usual I'm using my Crop-O-Dial tool. I'm adjusting where you insert the pendant so that I make sure that I get the holes in exactly the same place on all of my pieces. And then I'm using jump rings, gold jump rings, and some ball chain with clasps, which I find is a really economical way to string your pendants, and they're ready to wear. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. It's just a quick midweek video, and I'll be back with another video soon. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing to my channel and maybe giving me a thumbs up. And please do go over to my website where you can get a free printable of this very design, www.funcraftstodo@home.com. There are lots of other free printables over there, so you might want to consider subscribing to my blog as well. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have fun trying this project out. Don't forget the safety aspect, protect your lungs and your skin. Take care everyone, see you soon, bye!